Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. And I felt like I should probably jump on here and do a little update and explain what's going on with the Alex Cross series by James Patterson read along that I started in January. Okay, so I got a little bit behind. And my walks got sidetracked. I haven't been listening to audiobooks as much. Then we went on vacation and I wanted to take a break from the James Patterson books a little bit. So I listened to some other things. I listened to the Karen Slaughter book. I listened to Project Hail Mary. I listened to some other books. I'm back on the Alex Cross books. I'm actually, as we speak, I think I have an hour and 58 minutes left of the first August Alex Cross book. So before we left to go to Las Vegas, I finished the July books. I'm like a month behind, okay? I'm like a month behind, but here's my plan. So I am currently on book one, the first book for August. Hold on a second, let me tell you what it is. I'm on the first, I'm in my Goodreads right now. I'm on the first Alex Cross book for August, which is Hope to Die, book 22, and I have like, I think an hour and 58 minutes left of that. And so when I get done with that, I'm going to be listening to, well, I have to listen to the Sister Wife book by Christine Brown Woolley, so I'll be listening to that. Then I'm going to jump back in and get done with the other two August Alex Cross books. Then I'll be caught up. And then by the end of September, I will have read the September books for the Alex Cross book, and I will be back on track. So I wanted to just come on here and kind of explain what's going on. I actually was going to wait until I got done with the August books, and then I was going to get on here and like cover the July books and the August books and talk about the September books. But I thought, okay, that's like 6 to 9 books that I have to do at the same time. So I don't really know how that's going to work. And I have to be honest with you, I just went in here to look at my notes from when I finished the Alex Cross books. So as I'm like listening to the audiobook and I'm like walking down the street, I like pull my reading glasses out of my pocket and I like take little notes like this while I'm walking so that I can remember what the books are about. But my notes are very, very short. So I will get into the July books in just a second. I will tell you what I rated them and I will tell you my notes about them. I do want to ask something though, okay? So for those of you that did not hear about the closing of the True Crime Book Club, Mel and I have closed down the True Crime Book Club. This happened months ago. We are in the process of putting together another book club, a thriller book club. But until that happens, we want to do a little project. And so she has been reading all the Alex Cross books as well this year. And so even though we can admit that they're kind of cheesy, that they're not the best books in the entire world, it has really been fun for both of us, and I hope some of you as well, to read an entire series. So I asked Mel, I said, I'm going to pick another series to start in January. So for the year of 2026, I'm going to pick another series. Initially, when I did the Alex Cross one, I thought, well, maybe I will pick another like James Patterson series, but I don't want to do that. So Mel and I have been trying to figure out some author that we would like to do mystery thriller. We want to keep it underneath the realm of mystery thriller. Probably not a cozy mystery thriller because I am more coming about a little cozy mystery read along, but more of like a popular reader. Like she loves the Janet Ivanovich books, but she's read all of them. So Janet Ivanovich would be actually a really good series, but I'm thinking like The Lincoln Lawyer. I'm thinking like the Kay Scarpetta books by Patricia Cornwell. Michael Connolly, he wrote The Lincoln Lawyer, but some of his other series like the Harry Bosch series. If you guys have any suggestions of any authors that we have not thought of, we're not sure if we're going to do like one. Initially, we were going to just do one book a month and try to keep it like 12 books in a series. But we're open to doing it over 2 years. We're open to reading 2 books a month. So it doesn't matter how long the series is. We would like the series to at least be like 10 to 12 books. So we can at least read 1 book a month for the whole year, if that makes sense. And we would like it to also be kind of a series that is ongoing so that when we catch up, then they can be releasing another book. Deja Dead, I don't know. I think it's the series by, why can't I remember her name? That they based the show Bones on. So any of those kind of series, if you have any suggestions or if any of those sound good to you, let me know in the comment section below because Mel and I are putting that together. I'll probably be making that announcement sometime in early December of what series Mel and I pick. So going into 2026, if you've enjoyed this Alex Cross read along, in 2026 there will be another mystery read along. I've really enjoyed it because off of YouTube, it's funny how many times these books come up that I'll be talking to somebody and they'll say, oh, I love the Alex Cross books by James Patterson. I'm like, oh my God, I'm reading them all this year. I'm doing a read along and we're reading all of them this year. And so it's kind of funny how much it's come up. Plus, I like having read an entire series. It's kind of fun. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Okay, now let's get into the July James Patterson Alex Cross books. Okay, so the first one I think was called Merry Christmas, Alex Cross. I can remember it because I was sitting in the pool when I was listening to it. It was funny too because my friend Nikki and I, we did a Christmas in July read along where we read 2 Christmas thrillers. Nikki and I are also going to be doing a Christmas mystery thriller read along that will probably start in November. So stay tuned if you like to read Christmas mystery thrillers. We're going to be picking out like a book a week to read leading up to Christmas. Plus, we're going to be reading another Advent calendar mystery thriller this year. Okay. And it will probably be bad and horrible, but we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Lots of hot chocolate. Okay. So let me get into my challenge details. Why is it not pulling up my books? Okay. Reading challenge data. Okay. So, Merry Christmas, Alex Cross. Does it say on here? I don't even know when I finished this book. Okay, so Merry Christmas, Alex Cross is book 19. I finished this book on August 17th of 2025. It was a July book. The synopsis is, it's Christmas Eve, and Detective Alex Cross has been called out to catch someone who's robbing his church's poor box. That mission behind him, Alex returns home to celebrate with Bree, Nana, and his children. Oh, this is the book where Bree gets real pissed off at Alex. Okay. The tree decorating is barely underway before his phone rings again, and a horrific hostage situation is quickly spiraling out of control. Away from his own family, on the most precious of days, Alex calls upon every ounce of his training, creativity, and daring to save another family. Alex risks everything, and he may not make it back alive on this most sacred of family days, Christmas. Alex Cross is a hero for our time, and never more than in this story of family action and the deepest moral choices. Merry Christmas, Alex Cross will be a holiday classic for years to come. I doubt that to be true. I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was just okay. Now, my notes, I put hostage situation. Oh, okay. So there was an affair situation going on, and then a civil lawsuit, and the attorney, he took his wife and kids. He was talking to them horribly. He took them as hostages, and he was threatening to kill them. But there was like a class action lawsuit that he had lost to. I can remember because I was sitting on the steps of the pool listening to it. It was like 95 degrees. And I was like listening to this Christmas book. Anyway, and then their like senator's wife stopped by to bring some candy or cookies or something. But then she was having an affair. I don't know. There was affairs going on. I don't remember it that well. But then that whole situation got solved and they got all the hostages out and all that kind of stuff. I think one person died. And then on Christmas Day, he got called out again. And it was this woman who was a terrorist. And she, her kids were on this video camera. And then these other terrorists were going to kill her kids, and he was like, do you care more about your kids? And that whole situation. Okay. So it's kind of like Christmas Eve versus Christmas Day kind of situation. I wish they would have just kept it one storyline through the whole book and kept it a little shorter. This was actually a longer book. I think on Audible, it was like 9.5 hours, and it did not need to be that long. And it felt like 2 books in one. So that was Merry Christmas, Alex Cross. Okay. The next book, book 23, was Alex Cross Run, and I think I gave all 3 of them 3 stars. I gave this one 4 stars actually. This was book 20. Let me read you the synopsis. I don't remember anything about these books. Okay. Kill Alex Cross was Patterson at the top of his game. Alex Cross Run is even better. Don't look across. Top plastic surgeon Elijah Cream is renowned for his skills in the operating room and for his wild, no expense spared industry parties. Oh, I do remember this one. Okay. Bringing in underage exotic dancers and models for nights of drugs, champagne, and uninhibited sex. That is until Detective Alex Cross busts one of Cream's lavish soirees and ruins his fun. Now Cream is willing to do anything to avoid going to jail. Don't think Alex Cross, but Alex Cross does have time to dwell on that case. A beautiful woman has been found murdered in her car, a lock of her hair viciously ripped off. Then a second woman is found hanging from a 6th-floor window with a brutal scar slashed across her stomach. When a third mutilated body is discovered, rumors of 3 serial killers on the loose send Alex or send Washington, D.C. into an all-out frenzy. Just when Alex is under so much pressure to solve these 3 grim cases that he hasn't noticed that someone else investigating him, someone so obsessed and so twisted that they'll do anything to get the vengeance they require. Alex Cross Run is James Patterson's most unrelenting story, yet a white-hot sensational thrill ride with the most extreme and gripping characters Patterson has ever brought to life. I don't really remember that. I remember the party. So my notes say Dr. Cream kills his wife, Ron Giudice wanting to kill Alex Cross. There's these gay hustlers that are killed. Oh, I remember this now. Pregnant woman. Oh, yes. And then beautiful blondes. The Barbies are killed. There's 3 different killers. And then at the very end, they think that Ava has been murdered. So Ava is the foster child that was living with the Crosses, but she's now because she ran away, and so social services came in, and because of Alex and the charges with the drugs and stuff like that in the previous book, because the guy shot him up. And so, because of the drug charges, now Ava's living in like a foster group home. And so then she goes missing, and that's where they smell the fire, and they think that Ava killed this girl. Or is that the next one? I don't know. But I gave that one 4. I don't remember these books very well. I know. I should. I mean, I can remember reading it and walking it. And it was a lot about like high price like escorts and things like that. I remember the gay hustlers being killed, and I feel like there was maybe 2 different friends that were doing, one was killing the gay hustlers and one was killing the straight prostitutes, or am I thinking of a different book? Okay, anyway. Then the third one that I read in July, hold on a second, I'm sure I gave that one, was Cross My Heart. When did I finish that book? Finished that book August 19th. Oh, I read them like 3 days in a row. And that was book 21. James Patterson raises the stakes to their highest level. There was one book that I read where I felt like it was about the author, and I was like, is this just a continuation? And it was like 2 books before that. I think it was this one. I gave this book 3 stars. James Patterson raises the stakes to their highest level ever when Alex Cross becomes the obsession of a genius and menace set on proving that he is the greatest mind in the history of crime. Detective Alex Cross is a family man at heart. Nothing matters more to him than his children, his grandmother, and his wife, Bree. His love of his family is an anchor. Is this the one that he and Bree worked on together? And gives him the strength to confront evil in his work. One man knows this deeply and uses Alex's strength as a weapon against him in the most unsettling and unexpected novel of James Patterson. This tells you nothing about the book. When the ones cross love... Where does the review say? What did I put in my notes? I don't remember this book at all. Hold on a second. Where are my notes? Alex Cross books. Okay. Cross My Heart. This author guy kidnaps Alex's kids and wife and Nana, mama. Yeah. And babies were stolen. Oh, yeah, that's where at the very end. Oh, no. Now I know what happened. Okay. So this is where Ollie, his son, is at school, and he sees the author speaking, or no, maybe it was Damon at college, and he hears the author speaking, and the guy is then like dressed up and trying to come after Alex Cross because he thinks he's the greatest mind in criminal history. But at the same time, these babies are being kidnapped. And at the very end, they think they caught the guy. But then it's like, the babies are like, they go into like a bathtub. They think they're like drowning the babies. But it's like actually like a TV screen. And they're like a recording of where the babies are. And then at the very end, like all of, like Damon gets... kidnapped by the woman that comes to visit the university, and all the kids are kidnapped, and Bree is kidnapped, and Nana Mama's kidnapped, and then the new book that I just started is the continuation of that. That's what I was thinking. So the book that I'm reading right now is a continuation of Cross My Heart, which probably just should have been 1 book. So that's where I got confused with it. Yeah, and what did I give that book? 3 stars? It was just okay. That's because when I started the new one, I thought, why did they continue this story when the first story originally wasn't that great anyway? And now Ava is working, the foster girl, she's working with Alex to try to solve the murders. And she said, because she came and they thought that she set the girl on fire, the body, but she didn't. She didn't have anything to do with that. So now it's like 3 cases they're solving, and he's working with Ava to try to solve the case. And this book I actually do like, the one I'm reading right now, but I didn't think it was needed. But I do kind of like it. Anyway, the one I'm listening to right now. Okay, so... those are the Alex Cross books for July. I feel caught up. I've read a lot. I've listened to a lot of books in between there and read a lot of books. I'm still reading Mark Tufo on my Kindle, the zombie Fallout. I'm loving those books. Anyway, woo! That was a lot. Are you keeping up with it? Which was your favorite? I don't even remember some of these books. Anyway, let me know what you thought about all that. I love you guys. I got some reviews coming to you. Put what you're reading in the comment section below, and let me and Mel know some suggestive series that you would like to read for 2026. Or if you've read them before, even we could do some rereads. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.